Hi, it's me again, and just giving you an update here on what's happening with my hips and the surgery. So at T minus 2 days, I finally get the call from the insurance company saying my procedure was authorized. Not a lot of extra time, but at least it is authorized. And then that night, Gary, my husband, all of a sudden doesn't feel good. And he's like shivering and cold, and we take his temperature and he has a fever. I'm like, oh, I am not going to skip my surgery. So you be good and stay away from me. And yet, he definitely had something that lasted for 3 days. So we made it through the surgery. The day of surgery, I went over to the surgery center. I was the first case in the morning, and had a nice conversation with the surgeon, the anesthesiologist, and the nurse, and really felt like everybody listened to me. Now, the anesthesiologist, I was asking about trying to do it without any of the opioids because I know that they bother my gut. And so he said, no, you pretty much need to have those. But I had it in my mind that as soon as surgery was done, that I would not use those. I wanted to use ice to control my pain. So talked to the doctor. He says, sure, you can try that. And the surgeon. And then he said to me that it was okay to use NSAIDs as well. So a little ibuprofen or Tylenol were on my mind as well. So I got out of surgery, and what happens is my back is killing me because the positioning is hard on my low back because I have little low back issues. So still got a lot of attention from them. Was having nausea immediately after surgery because of, I'm sure they used some opioids, but they gave me something for that, and I managed to get out of there pretty quickly back home, and then now have been dealing with the recovery. So the first day, just to let you know, I did have to use, or I didn't have to, but I chose to use an NSAID. So I took 2 ibuprofens, and then I took 1 Tylenol later, and then I took another 2 ibuprofen before I went to bed. But since that point, I haven't taken any more. What is really, really powerfully working for me is the combination of ice and the hot pack. So I'm going to show you this ice pack. This is like, I totally recommend this. This is called Body Ice, and it's this giant gel, and it says by Dynatronics. Body Ice by Dynatronics. So it's a soft gel material that doesn't quite freeze to hard, but it also molds to your body. So I can place it over my hip. Now, I always have some kind of fabric between it, and I don't have any sensation loss, so I can feel the cold, so I'm not at risk for frostbite. But either I use a towel or I just use my pajama pants, and I lay this, and it just molds right to the body like this. Now, because of the volume of this much gel, cold gel, sometimes I get cold. So the alternative is I take my flaxseed warmer, heat it for 2 to 3 minutes, and just lay it right over the heart, and it warms me up here while this is being chilled. And this is just totally controlled the pain issue, and allows me to get into my activities that I'm having to do, and I'll go over those on another video. Then at night, I have this device here. So this here is a cooling device that actually hooks to some tubing, and down there is a bucket of ice and water, and the water flows from the ice through the tube, through the pad, and continues to cool for a good 12 hours if you set it on a setting like 2. So this helps me last through the night, because the gel packs last pretty close to through the night, but by the morning they're getting a little bit warmer. But the combination works really well. This is very lightweight, and so it doesn't stay in place as well. So what I do is I take the fuzzy side, place it against the skin, lay the gel pack over the top of that, and usually have a towel in there as well. I won't have my pajama pants on, I'll just have the towel on, so that I get the effect of the weight holding and molding it to the body. If I roll onto my side, so far I've been mostly back sleeping, but that's a little hard on my low back, so then I put a pillow between the knees and roll onto my side. So that's kind of how I'm controlling the pain. I'm really thankful that I haven't had to take the opioids, because they totally caused me GI upset, and my gut just completely gets paralyzed. So this has been a joy that everything is functioning, and I haven't had to take the NSAIDs because those also burn my gut. So feeling happy that the pain is under control, and I am able to do the physical therapy moves that I'm been instructed to do. So more on that later, and thanks for letting me update you.